Dave Morales, Houston, Texas.
Whoop.
There it is. I gotta say, I'm excited to talk to you both again. Good to see you all.
Good to see you, man.
I love this film.
Thank you, Dave.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie, it was the best hour and 50 minutes I've seen in a long time.
This is gonna sound so cliche, but I have to see it again, and probably again, because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, explosions and helicopters and King Kong and all that kind of good stuff. What, did it feel that way when you guys were on the set with everything that was going on?
You know, Kong was kind of hard to get out of the trailer. You know what I mean? We just couldn't get him in motion. So the set was a little boring sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without him there, it was like, you know, can we get him to come out? You know, but it was cool. It was cool for the most part.
Was there a lot of training for this role? I would imagine you guys there's a lot of action.
They taught us to fly helicopters at Barber's Point in Hawaii. They flew us to Hawaii, and they said, okay, guys, so, you know, first week we're gonna do some improv, get to know each other. We spent some time, you know, we paired up, we teamed up, with the cast. And then they said, okay, so who's the pilots? And we were the pilots, and they said, all right, so you guys are gonna helicopter train. And I was like, all right, so they're gonna take us, but they trained us. They trained us to fly Huey helicopters. In Hueys, flying Huey helicopters.
Yeah.
And that really comes across, I think, in this film. And with the guns and explosions, it's every boy's dream to be in a movie like this. Am I right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And it felt like that way as you were putting this together?
Day in,
Oh,
day
yeah,
out.
for sure.
Yeah, every
For
day.
sure.
Let's talk about its incredible cast. You've got Samuel L. Jackson, you've got John Goodman, you've got Brie Larson. I mean, you guys are, I mean, everybody's in this thing. What was it like to look around and actually see that you're making a King Kong film with that cast?
You know, sometimes it was just hard not to cry. You know what I mean? You're like, what's happening right now? Like, what is my life? You know what I mean? Because for me, I'm still like a really young actor. I'm a baby in this. You know what I mean? So it was really, really cool to look around and be like, I'm being respected by these people, you know, that are like idols to me. It's crazy.
You held your own, my friend. And
appreciate
we've
it.
said that, I've told you that
Star is
before.
born, yeah.
Plus, he's from down the street from Houston,
Oh,
Texas,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
We talked about New Orleans last time.
You know? And I really appreciate Houston for helping the Falcons lose the Super Bowl. I wore my Super Bowl ring today. I appreciate it.
You know what? I talked to Matt Damon the other day, and he actually thanked Houston. He's like, we love Houston. We're 2-0 in H-Town.
Exactly.
Final question for you both today.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about the King Kong story that stands the test of time? Why do we why do we go back to the story? What intrigues us about this story?
I think it relates. It doesn't matter who you are. It relates to some. You know, at some point in your life, especially for us as teenage boys, at some point, you were the Claude. You were the guy who was like, hello, to a girl, and you were like, she was like, oh, okay, just be easy, be gentle with me. You know, like everybody feels a little bit like Kong. He has the dark side and he has the light. You know, like Jason said it best. You know, sometimes you got to brawl him, and sometimes you want to give him a hug. You know.
Yeah. He definitely has that really mythical thing about him that makes you want to keep staring, but also not get closer. You know what I mean? And you love him just as much as you are very confused about everything that goes on with it. You know what I mean? And apes are so close to people that you're like, you know, you feel everything that he goes through, and it's so easy to read what he's going through, you know, in this world, that whatever world they put him in, whether it's New York City or Skull Island.